Yes, so the networking is something that has been working in the music industry for years, for decades, and it hasn't changed. So we still have to build relationships with people, and this is how you get deals. This is how you get shows, and this is how you get fans. Oftentimes, even so, while physical events have been becoming popular and important, I would say, again and again. The things that you can do online, I mean, it's just we have some amazing opportunities to build great relationships online. So first of all, I still recommend trying to network online just in a smart way. Definitely don't ignore physical events, and there is a number of great conferences, and there is a number of great networking events and events, just shows that you can attend. But you better start online. So even before you attend some kind of a conference, it will really help you if you build some kind of relationship on Twitter, for example, with 10 industry professionals who will be attending. So when you meet them in person, you actually have reason to reach out to them and start talking, and then it can lead to something. So usually it's this mix of online and offline that works really well. For the music industry, Twitter, in my opinion, is the best networking tool. So it's not LinkedIn. It's really not the most effective. Twitter is great because you can reach anyone in the industry, other producers, musicians, label owners, promoters, and so on. You can engage them, so you can follow them, look into what they tweet about, not in a creepy way, but just supporting them and favoriting and retweeting and so on, and maybe asking a question after a month of such activity and just showing your support. And so you can actually do quite a lot there. SoundCloud is obviously a great place to build relationships with producers, and it can lead to collaborations. It's a no-brainer. I'm pretty sure to your listeners, but yeah, you definitely want to do that. And just thinking creatively about what kind of groups are relevant to you people maybe add, and what kind of Twitter list and so on. So there is a number of ways. Yeah.
So I suppose it's about adding that value first, because you mentioned with Twitter, after about a month, maybe asking the question. So I suppose when it comes to networking, it pays to, and I'm sure you'd agree, to add value, or at least kind of get in the person's field of vision before asking them or requesting something from them. Would you agree with that?
Exactly. So it's all about the amount of impressions. It's marketing. So you want to appear in front of a person's eyes or ears a number of times so they remember you, and especially when it's a very busy industry representative, most probably they don't have a lot of time. They have just too many things going on, and if you want to stay on top of their mind, you want to remind about yourself. But the best way to do so is not just by emailing them and asking for something from them, but showing your support. So it can be through the channels that you own, and on Twitter, this is the formal that we've been using. So it's time consuming, but I highly recommend everyone to try it out. So just build a list on Twitter. It's pretty easy. So you can just create a list of people in the industry. It can be, just label executives or promoters or whatever, producers. You build a list. It can be a really small one at first, just 10 people, for example, and you check just the tweets from these people daily. And you interact with them. So a couple favorites per account per week, a few retweets. So don't be too aggressive. It's not a good thing. So when you retweet every tweet from someone, most probably they will just it will not be a good idea. But you do this kind of thing, and you just, most probably a person sees you if he or she uses Twitter and checks notifications, and then when you reach out in a few weeks' time, in a month roughly speaking, most probably you will hear back, and you may ask for an email address to start the conversation via email. And of course, that you also won't be requiring asking them to review your new single if it's a journalist, or asking for a booking. You can approach it differently. You can ask for feedback. When a reviewer is asked for feedback, oftentimes they reply, and they actually, it's pretty interesting psychological trick as well. So you can get very useful feedback just by rephrasing your question, and it may lead to some kind of feature later. So always trying to give instead of asking.